Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. And we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a hell of a show for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Excuse if my energy is a little bit down, very under the weather right now. But anyway, let's get into today's topic here. So yesterday I was just kind of winding down, relaxing, just kind of going through the motions. And I came across a post on Instagram from Front Office Sports centered on Stephen A. Smith. And the minute I clicked on the post, I was like, no, this can't be true. Now, prior to that, Stephen A. Smith had been the number one talking point yesterday after his spat with LeBron James at the Lakers game that went viral, and then he went on TV the subsequent day and just seemed to essentially capitulate to LeBron. At one point, Stephen A. Smith looked like he was about to cry. Like, he was so somber. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this is the same person here. Some people were like, wait a minute, guy, listen, look, man, you have a right to talk about Bronny because he's a professional NBA player. You're not singling out Bronny. You're talking about everybody. If that's the case, I mean, what is all the other parents of NBA players going to show up at their various home games and try to confront Stephen A. Smith whenever he's there? Like, this is crazy stuff, right? So everyone kind of reacted to that. But then this story, I started to investigate a little bit further, and I went to Front Office Sports. And when I read the headline, I was absolutely floored by the title. So what I want to let me read the headline for you. It says, Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless to appear on air together for first time in 9 years. I read that title and I was like, this is absolutely crazy. This is something we got to talk about. But before we even get into what this report had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. PrizePicks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least two for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on PrizePicks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love PrizePicks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So let me continue on what the article says. It says, the band is getting back together for one show. Stephen A. Smith taped an episode, of the Skip Bayless show on Friday. A source told Front Office Sports the show, which will air early next week, is the first time the duo has been on air together since Bayless left First Take in 2016. At the time, Bayless left ESPN to launch Undisputed with Shannon Sharpe at FS1. Max Kellerman replaced Bayless on First Take, and the show migrated from ESPN2 to ESPN. Kellerman exited the program in September 2021, and since that time, Smith has been the primary host with a rotating cast of recurring guests, a list that now includes Sharpe multiple days per week. Bayless and Jamie Horowitz, who were the former First Take producers, who hired Bayless away from ESPN for FS1's Undisputed, relentlessly lobbied ESPN's executive for Smith to be brought back to the network on First Take years after the host had been let go from the worldwide leader. Smith and Bayless, who were on First Take together for more than 4 years, have had ups and downs in their relationship, but hashed things out in the summer of 2022 in a poolside chat. Bayless left FS1 last summer and has been focusing on his podcast, which airs on YouTube ever since. Bayless was named in a lawsuit brought by former FS1 hairstylist Nushin Faraji, FS1 boss Charlie Dixon, and host Joy Taylor were also named in the suit. Bayless and Taylor denied all allegations, which include sexual battery brought in the lawsuit, and FS1's parent company Fox has asked for it to be dismissed. It's been a busy week for Smith, who just agreed to a new 5-year contract with ESPN worth over $100 million. The deal gives him freedom to pursue outside projects away from sports. So what are my thoughts about this? First of all, this is exciting, right? To see Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith get back together, reunite. But I just can't help but thinking, why is this the case? Why is this happening? Why is this happening all of a sudden? Stephen A. Smith had made it clear that he had no intentions of doing another show again with Skip Bayless because he was a bit more forward thinking, although he always paid homage to Skip. So why all of a sudden? And what I can think of is it has to do with his new contract. Stephen A. Smith's new contract came with a bunch of various new stipulations and agreements within it. This new contract is much more robust for Stephen A. Smith, and he has a lot more freedom to go out there and flex his creative muscle. This new contract, just to show you quickly what it entails, his primary focus would be on First Take and NBA, which we're showing to you now from Front Office Sports, appear on Monday Night Countdown. He has the ability to grow his production company, freedom to talk politics and social issues. And I'm assuming somewhere in this, it entailed his ability to go out there and just kind of collaborate with people that no longer work at ESPN. Now, here's what else is interesting. Since Skip Bayless has done his show, the only person that I've seen make guest appearances on the Skip Bayless show is his wife. Beyond that, I haven't seen anybody else. No one. So to have the person that's now on the show be Stephen A. Smith, his former running mate, it's it's a pretty interesting turn of events, right? Here's just what I think. I could be wrong. I'm maybe just reading too much in this. I think this could also be, I could be wrong, just giving you guys my inner thoughts. I think this could also be kind of like a pilot to see how these guys mesh together and to see whether or not they'll probably do something together in the future. Maybe not something that happens every day, but maybe something where they can collaborate together, because let's just face it, Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless have chemistry. They have chemistry. There's just no two ways about it. And if they start this show and they release the show in some kind of debate format, because it will be some type of debate thing, I don't think it'll be Skip Bayless interviewing Stephen A. Smith, is going to be pretty exciting to see from a nostalgia standpoint, at least for me. And I think a lot of people will feel that same way, because Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless were a really, really exciting tandem, and they really worked off one another. They got together. They seem to understand each other very well, right? They really seem to understand how each other operates, how each other ticks. So I think this is going to be fantastic, and I can't wait to see it. And I think if it's great, hopefully it's something that we can see a lot more going into the future. Some people would disagree. This is just my take on it. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We'll catch you on the next show. Peace.